course I had a burp in the middle of that. Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa from Flowing From Within, and I am so grateful and happy to have you here. I hope you all had a beautiful, beautiful week. Today, we are talking about angel number 555, and I am so excited to talk about this angel number. It is one of the most transformative and powerful numbers there are. So let's go ahead and get started. So angel number 555 is all about change. It's all about transformative change, coming from the unseen into the seen, as in something that's working behind the scenes is now going to be presenting itself into our reality. It's giving us a little bit of a heads up that something is shifting, something is changing, always for everyone's highest good involved in the situation, but nonetheless, it is a change that's going to be occurring in our life. This is not to give you any type of uneasy feeling. It's really there to remind you that any change that might be occurring is always for the highest good of those that are involved in whatever might be changing in your life. I'll give you an example. I saw angel number 555 for about 2 months leading up to my best friend telling me she was moving out and moving in with her boyfriend. So yes, it was something going on behind the scenes that our spirit and our universe and our angels are giving a heads up about, like, hey, something is shifting, probably because she was having the conversation with her boyfriend about moving in behind the scenes. I wasn't a part of that conversation, but those conversations were happening. So then by the time it presented itself to me 2 months later, I already kind of had a preparation into something's going to be changing in my life, always for the highest good involved. And that's really what I want to nail home in this video, is that every change that occurs when you see angel number 555 is always for everyone's highest good. So when my best friend decided to move out, of course, that was a huge change that happened in my life. We were living together for 8 years. It was kind of like a divorce in some way. So in one end of the spectrum, it was a big change in my life. It was a big shakeup. But when I was remembering angel number 555 leading the way, I knew that it was for everyone's highest good. Even if it's not presented that way initially, even if the initial shock that comes is kind of very resistant, I want you to keep in mind that it is for everyone's highest good. Of course, it is for her highest good to live with the man that loves her. And also, it was for my highest good because we were able to finally separate our energies and really become who we were supposed to become as an individual, no longer kind of being codependent or dependent on one another. So when you see angel number 555, take a second and ask yourself how you respond to change, how you respond to things when they shake up in your world. Are you very resistant of the change? I could have easily been really angry, right, at my best friend at the time. I've been like, how can you leave me? We've been living together for 8 years. How can you only be telling me now that you're leaving me in 2 months? You know, I could have been really resistant to the change. Or it's inviting you to ask yourself, how can you prepare and how can you respond differently to changes? Because changes happen all the time. All the time. Of course, there's some big things that happen that are going to shake up the world or shake up your life. And you have to make a lot of decisions around that one change, because when she moved out, I had to figure out if I was staying in that apartment, if I was getting another roommate, if I wanted to live alone, if I wanted to stay in the city. There were a lot of questions I needed to ask myself now that that one factor of my life changed. It's asking us how we respond. Are we resistant, or are we willing to go with the flow, knowing that, okay, now I have to ask myself these questions, but you know what? That's exciting because I never had to ask these questions before. I never had to ask myself, where do I want to live now? You know, it was always, where do we want to live? So now a new opportunity, a new chapter, new questions presented themselves to me that I never had before. And of course that felt a little bit scary because I was like, wow, I never had to think by myself, for myself before. But it also presented us that opportunity and us that opportunity to know that these new questions and these new things that we have to figure out are also for our highest good. So when you see angel number 555, really get to the root of how you respond to change, and how can you respond differently? if your immediate reaction is resistance, because it's reminding us that everything is always changing. Everything is really unknown. We wake up every day into the unknown. We might have an idea of what the day is going to bring because it's a repetitive day. We kind of know what a Monday is. We kind of know what a Tuesday is. We kind of know what Wednesdays and, we kind of know what our days are going to be like, but it is still the unknown. It is still the unknown. And so when you see angel number 555, it's giving us that little heads up that something's going to be shifting and changing that might open up the door to other opportunities if we're able to perceive them that way. If we're able to make sure that our mindset is operating on the highest good of all those involved, knowing that this new change is opening up the door to new opportunities that I didn't have access to before. So when you see angel number 555, know that something might be shifting and changing in your life, and it's going to transform you as much as your external world is also going to be transformed. We can't ever prevent these moments from happening. Change is the only constant. We know that. We've heard this. Ask yourself how you respond to change. How can you respond differently to change? Can you change your mindset around what change really is? Are you resistant to it? Or do you go with the flow and see it as an opportunity? See it as a higher blessing. See it as a higher purpose. What is this change asking you to look at differently now? So when you see angel number 555, think about transformation. Think about something's going to be transforming you and transforming your life into the next chapter. It's a really exciting number when you see it. I love seeing this number. It makes me know that things are working for my highest good behind the scenes, even if I can't see it yet. Even if we can't see it yet, things are always being woven and created and changed around, and opportunities and dots are connecting that we can't even see. Our angels are constantly working for us. We really are nothing without them. All of the things they do to make opportunities and serendipities work for our highest good, it's a blessing if we're able to perceive it that way. So I encourage you all to perceive change as opportunity, because angel number 555 is really asking us to invoke that energy within us, to see all change as good, because it's always just going to bring us to the next level of who we are and who we are meant to experience ourselves as in this next chapter. Okay, beautiful friends, that is all I have for you on angel number 555. Drop me a comment below if you've been seeing angel number 555 lately. I know I have, and I know a lot of my friends have also been seeing angel number 555 lately. So drop me a comment. Let me know if this number is recurring for you. Let me know if anything's been shifting and changing in your life. Let me know how you're responding to it. As always, I am so grateful to have you all here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. All of my info is down below. Send this to any friend that you might think has been seeing angel number 555 or needs a little bit more of this guidance. Of course, spreading the love is always what I am here to do. And I will see you all next week as we talk about angel number 666. This is another very powerful, powerful number. So I cannot wait to see you then. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, beautiful friends, and I will talk to you all soon.